Hey, it's Olga here from Degtyareva.com and Productivity for Scientists. This is where you overcome overwhelm, become more productive, get in charge of your day while feeling happy in your life. And the topic of today's video is continuing this conversation about overcoming procrastination. So how do you overcome procrastination? We talked about it last week and it resonated with a lot of people. So the video that I gave you last week actually sprang a lot of discussion within my private coaching calls as well as to my gold group coaching program. And we had a lot of discussions and talking further, what is else out there that is really making us procrastinate and not letting us get to what we really need to do and what we really want to do. So my whole blog is about this, right? I often post videos to help you overcome the procrastination and give you very concrete strategies of how to organize your time. For example, if you want to get going with a particular project, I tell you, create a specific time to work on it. So it's not just on your to-do list during the day. It's actually scheduled in your diary. Create a non-distraction, non-interruption time. Get everything ready. Get clear on what needs to be done. Break it down. Have a list of small tasks, right? We talk about all this. So we talk about internal motivation and all this. So, and what I hear that people who do all this, and many have a great breakthrough and manage to do a lot, and some still just sit there, it's their time to work on their project. There are no distractions, no interruptions. There is a clear plan of what needs to be done within the next hour, and still they just delaying it. They're just not getting on with that. There is something standing in between, something that's really holding them back. It's that procrastination, and it feels like, well, what is that? It just feels like I'm self-sabotaging. Does that resonate with you? Do you experience something similar? Well, you're not alone, and this video is specifically for you. I'm going today really deep, being really open and vulnerable with you. And this is something I work in my private coaching program, but I just felt today that I need to share it with you, especially as I browsed through one of my all-time favorite books. Is by Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. And, it's about healing, really. But she talks about procrastination there, and what she said there just resonated with this particular topic so much that I thought, okay, I need to share that with you. So what is that thing that is stopping you from getting going with what you really want? And we do talk here about a project that you really want to do. It's something that is going to be good for you. You already know in your heart that you want to stand there, accomplished and really proud of yourself, relieved that you've done it. So that's what we're talking about. And yet you're self-sabotaging yourself for some reason. And this is what exactly here Louise Hay says, and that's what I've been teaching and working with my private clients, is that there is a belief system or some thoughts that go on in your head that tell you that you're somehow unworthy of this achievement. It's somehow inside you that you feel like, well, you are not good enough for it, or maybe you haven't worked enough, or maybe something happened long time ago, like in school where you failed an exam badly, and now somehow you think, well, if I was not good enough then, why is it that I'm good enough now? Or maybe it's more recent experience in your work or in your PhD where you had a not so supportive supervisor, or something happened in your group that really undermined your confidence, and now you're questioning yourself, well, are you good enough? So somehow, one way or another, you're self-sabotaging yourself by having that belief system that you are unworthy of this goal. And really that internal belief pattern results in this external outcome of procrastinating. You're basically delaying your own good because you don't believe that you're even worthy of that, right? Isn't that so powerful just to look at this way? And then what happens is that when we do this, when we procrastinate, we start to criticize ourselves, right? Well, bad. You procrastinate. You must be not good enough already just because of this. And I work a lot with women scientists on self-acceptance and self-approval, because these are the techniques I found. They are really allow yourself to get to your goal 100 times faster, right? So I've discovered it for myself. I work it with women in science mostly. And then they tell me, well, I can't possibly approve of myself when I procrastinate. So what do we do when we procrastinate? We self-criticize, right? Sounds familiar? Do you also do this? Right, we self-criticize. Not good. You procrastinate. But you know what we do? We magnify the problem. We magnify procrastination. The more we self-criticize, the more we procrastinate until it's really close to deadline, and then we do it fast to get it done, right? So self-criticism is completely missing the mark. So, and the solution to this is to approach it from the place of kindness to yourself and acceptance. And here is some information that Louise Hay is offering. And, instead of criticizing you for procrastination and calling yourself lazy, say, I'm willing to release the need to be unworthy. I'm worthy of the very best in life, and I now lovingly allow myself to accept it. As I internally create a pattern of self-worth, then I no longer have the need to delay my good. Isn't it great? So I hope that opens you a new perspective on how you can blast your procrastination through self-acceptance rather than self-criticism, and see what comes out of you. There is no need anymore to delay your own good, and you will find yourself just going for it. So this was very raw, very vulnerable. So I'm really curious to see in your comments what you got out of it and what it has inspired you to do and to face. All right. So this is all for today. And if you're not yet receiving these weekly productivity and mindset strategies into your email inbox, go to my website. It's olga.degtyareva.com. And if you're already there, just go to the top. There are free productivity resources. Download them, and you will also receive these weekly strategies straight into your email inbox, so you don't miss any single one. All right, this is all for today from me. Bye for now.